It's actually very difficult to film this fort because no sooner had it been built than gun and artillery technology got to a point that the design of the fort was in real terms obsolete. So the fort had earth banks built up against it. Oh, there's a little rabbit running about in the trees. So what you're looking at is the fort, and you can't see it because it's behind that earth bank. As we come round a bit, you start to be able to see some of the fortifications. And of course, just because we didn't use it against the French didn't mean that it was a total waste. It had things added to it in the First and Second World Wars. And you can see some of the ugliness that sticks up above the level of the bank. And now you can start to see some of the massive granite structure of the fort. I'll walk round a little bit further and you'll get the general idea. Where you can see the, if you like, gun ports. Imagine sticking out of those some rather large artillery, and on top you can see that there's a much more modern installation, Second World War installation. And if you wonder why we built a fort here, I'll turn round and you can see that this fort looks, and we're going to go blind in a moment because the sun is, well, it's not in the wrong place, it's in the wrong place for taking pictures. If I put my hand there we might get away with it. What we're looking at, straight down the throat of the River Thames, and you can see in the distance the port, at the new port that's being built at Stamford-le-Hope. So if a ship were to try to come up the Thames coming towards London, you've got this fantastic field of fire. You've got a moat in the foreground, and behind that you can see the River Thames, and yeah, pretty much this fort could punch holes in any ship that tried to come up the river. So there we are. The hills in the background, that's Kent. And then if we look that way, we're looking towards London, which is actually not very far away from here. And here we are, looking at those massive walls. And the fort project gets given some strange things from time to time. Lord knows what these are gun barrels out of, but they're gun barrels. No doubt waiting to go into something. Good morning.